Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Murray now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Is Murray on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yellow lady. Mike, 34. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike.
Hey, kill. To the ball, D. We got to get
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Not that time for Watkins. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready. Yellow lady. You're not ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. With 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready. 95-56.
Check 50. Check 50.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That's it, baby. We go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now Drake looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check, 47.
On 3rd down, Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age, because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free, and that's what we just saw there.
Ready. Yellow waiting. It's coming. Check in. Check right. Shoot.
Running with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Check 52.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Murray, and this is caught by Watkins. And all the way down to the 29.
Here we go. Here we go.
A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check three. Watch the eye. Watch the roll.
From the gun, it's Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's got room. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the whip. Check. 53.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Let's go. 53 is the mark. Check.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Brees going to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ready. Put your money. Put your money. Tackles. Tackles.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Drake. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 43 is the mark. Exit. Check 31. Check.
Now Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Lucky.
They go with Murray again. And some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
36. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Now Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Murray gets this one to Isabella. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Murray now, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got 3. 1, 2. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. I want that. Give me that. Shut up.
Here's Murray from midfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Ginn. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. Watch the slant. 34's the mic. 34's the mic.
Hey, easy.
Check in. Blue there. Blue there.
You're good. You're good. On 4. Ready.
Watch the twist.
Ready. Catch it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Here's Williams to return before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Running, it's Drake. David Onyemata there on the tackle. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 3.
On 1st down, Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They run it again with Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Come on, set. Get your money. Get your money. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 22, check. 22, check.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 36-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Kamara trying the right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. On the return is Williams. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Go 58's the mic. Get this one. Yo. Slam. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's trash.
On first down, Drake trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Watch the pass. Begin. Check. 61. Match box. Right. 58, boy. 58. Run it.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.